To ensure a sustainable growth in your business or your job, you need to have a basic understanding about what an organization is. If you are new to this channel, subscribe and hit the like button. We offer here the success tips for your job as well as your business. Basically, there is a false belief that an organization means it's a flock of people working in a team, but it's not so. Anybody, you plus one, that becomes an organization. Anybody, one extra person working with you, then it's called an organization. And if you want to have an experience of a sustainable growth in your opportunity, be it your business or your job, keep this in mind that delegation plays a pivotal role in its success. For you to delegate a responsibility in your organization, first you need to basically understand the needs of the employees who are connected with you or the subordinates who are working beneath you in your team. As the organization keeps growing in sizes, in numbers, the role of the team leader, the role of the manager becomes far more important to have an in-depth understanding about the employees or the teammates. For the success of a task that is entrusted with the team greatly lies in the extent of confidence that the team leader builds in his team. The confidence element is something which cannot develop overnight, and it happens on a daily basis. Okay, on a day in and day out, when we have a close track of the way how our teammate picks up the job, the way how he understands the task that is entrusted with him, the way how he moves forward in the task that is set aside for him. Is it strategic? Is it structured? Or it is clumsy? If we are able to make out this difference, that could certainly give a great and an accelerated rate at which we can reach the success point in our business. The second element which we have to think about is whether the subordinate who works or the teammate understands or whether he has a strong belief on the competency scales of the team leader. If the team leader doesn't portray his confidence, if he doesn't portray his competency in that particular job that is entrusted, then certainly it's going to be a tough time for the team to grow up in giving out a favorable result and a favorable direction in which the project has to move forward. So, number one, delegation begins with the expertise to be perfectly honed by the boss by himself or the team leader. Number two, having mastered the expertise, the team leader must also have the ability to understand which area of the responsibility to be delegated for the success, which area need to be kept under his control. The third element which the team leader has to keep in his mind is what personality trait of the teammate will best suit the drive's success in that project, and which are the areas where the team leader has to give an extra focus and care on his teammates to drive a favorable direction in the process that the project is taken forward. So, in brief, the delegation of responsibility begins with the understanding about what an organization is. Number two, to understand the personality traits of the teammates. Number three, his own confidence level about the expertise in that particular job that they are going to take forward. The delegation is dividing your task, multiplying your success. It also multiplies your time. So this multiplication of time is something which everybody who is really thoughtful about the productivity has to give a deep thinking about. The time that is set aside by the way of entrusting the responsibility with your subordinates, you can very well utilize it for your own priorities in your job. It can also be set aside towards honing your own expertise. and you'll become more and more productive. There's always a myth in few of the managers' mind that if the delegation comes in place, I tend to lose my importance in an organization. For those people who are so confident about their area of their profession, will certainly need not have a second opinion about this. If you are optimistic, this delegation of time and the responsibility with your fellow subordinates, you in turn can very well make the best use of it to enhance your potential and increase your contribution towards the betterment of the company's growth. A lack of confidence in the employee's perfection, expecting more from the subordinate's mind, is another setback in certain of the manager's thoughts. Certain basic parameters need to be kept in place in the monitoring sheet for an effective delegation. Delegation works out pretty good when we maintain a perfect document of the job, the task that has been entrusted to the subordinate, and the outcome, what best the employee contributes towards the task that has been set aside, and the process in which the employee passes through in this task. And there are certain indicators which we need to have a close monitoring on the employee's part in terms of perfection, in terms of his keenness to learn in the process as he moves forward in that task, and ultimately the outcome and the effectiveness of the job and the way how he has taken it forward and the end result that has been generated by him. And with the document in hand, the person's productivity can be related, and it's a time-tested formula through which an employee can be made understand about his efficiency. Without delegation, success in business, growth in your career is going to be a tough job. In this competitive world, delegation is something which is vital, and without which creating a niche in the market will be taking a longer time. So best work on self and work on others. Invest in time on your self-development. Invest in time on your subordinates' growth and development. And this synergistic relationship will certainly bring Hercules growth in your business and success in your career, be it a job as well. If you found the information useful, comment in the box below and hit the like button.